Right, so the first thing we're going to do is talk all about creating documents. First of all, this is your document, this white area here. So to create a new one, you go to File, New, and click Blank Document, just as we've done before. And there we go. You can see the file name up here, document 3. So if I type something in document 3 and then go File, New, and Blank Document, you can see we're now on document 4. So that is how you create a new document. We'll talk about how to get back to existing documents, but well, why not talk about it now? If you go to View and switch windows, that will get us back to previous documents. So there's document 3. Click View, and there's our document 2. Now, we don't have to have a completely blank document each time. We can load what's called a template. A template is a document which has been partly filled in. For instance, it used to be when you were sending a fax, you would have a front cover which would say who the fax is going to, the telephone number, that sort of thing. So let's click on File and New. So we have a blank document, but then look at all the others that we've got. So maybe what we want is, why not go for the fax cover? So click on that and click Create. So you can see in here who it's created by, Microsoft Corporation, and a brief description. So click Create, and there we have a partly filled in document. And so we can click on each of these and type in the information. Or we can adjust it however we want. Maybe for we want a email cover or a letter cover. It doesn't really matter. But that is how you create from a template. File, New, and select what template type you want. Right, the next thing is navigating through a document. So we're going to be searching for text within the document, inserting hyperlinks, creating bookmarks, and using the go-to function. So if I was looking for any text, say I was looking for the word text in this document, well, there are a number of ways of doing it. Perhaps one of the most obvious is to go to the Home tab and then click on the word Find. So I'm searching for text, I click on Find. Now there are a number of these type of buttons which are actually two halves of a button. You'll notice that at the moment the drop down is not highlighted, and now it is, but the main Find isn't. So if I click on the drop down, I get more options than if I just click on the main button alone. So that's what happens when I click the drop down. And it's the same with lots of these things. For instance, if I just copy this, we'll talk about copying and pasting later, but you can see this paste. I can either click the top part or I can click the bottom part, which has a drop down arrow. And notice that whenever I go to anything, we see a tooltip. So that's telling me what will happen when I click on it. So let's click Find. And here we see over in the left-hand pane a navigation. Text, comments, pictures, Word can find just about anything in your document. Well, what I want to do is look for the word text. So over here, I type the word text. And you can see we've got 18 different results. It's highlighted. Has it highlighted just the first one? If I scroll down, you can see it's highlighted all of them. So you can instantly see what you've got. And notice it's also highlighted the word text boxes. So it's not just looking for the word text, but the letters T-E-X-T. Now if I hover over each of these, you can see what page they're on, and if I click on one of them, it goes to that specific instance without losing all of the highlighting. So if I just close this, you can get it back. Remember, going to Home, Editing, Find. Now it's important you go to Home, because if you're in any other tab, you'll see that the Find is not actually there. So whenever I say go to something, I'll always mention the name of the tab first. In this case, Home, and then I'll also mention the title underneath, Editing, Find. So it's a way of finding your way around these toolbars. So I can click on this and get to Advanced Find, and that gives me this dialog box. So whether you prefer this navigation pane, or if I just scroll all the way to the top, this Advanced Find is down to you. So here I can type whatever text I want. So I'll look for the word files this time, and I can click Find Next, and Find Next, and so on. And eventually you can see I've finished searching the document. Now another way of finding is by clicking on Control and F on your keyboard. F for find. So Control and F. And as you can see, that gives me the navigation window. So I would recommend that you memorize Control and F. And if you don't know what I mean by Control and F, I mean you hold down the Control key, you press the F button, you release the F button, and you release the Control button. So that is what's called Control and F. F for find.